Puppy Trades, I wanted to do a really quick video analysis update of the short-term analysis of the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. Okay, so normally my videos, I'm talking 3 to 6 months out, even years out. 2 to 3 months is kind of my ideal time target range personally. But for this video, I'm gonna talk really short term. The next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't even think we'll get to mid-January. But I'll let you know right now that if I show you the Google and Tesla charts, I could take the length of the move from the end of June to the high of September and place it at the September low. This is exactly where Google and Tesla are on their charts. They are at the length of this move, placed at this low. Google and Tesla have reached that distance. Okay, we have a very, very pretty pitchfork on the Nasdaq. But by the way, let's just say if the Nasdaq does exactly what Tesla and Google has already done and follows, we expect that by January 15th, 326 will be reached. That's been the swing trade target conservatively. I actually think that could happen by the end of the year, and I'm going to talk about why in a second. But just from a swing trade perspective, this pitchfork is extremely good. The median has been confirmed. The lower bound, every time we get away from it, we go right back, and we haven't even hit the median yet. So I'm really excited to see the median get reached. Right now, the median got reached. That's above 330, right? But like I said, short-term video. The last thing I want to talk about in kind of the medium-term time frame is that you could take this low, this low, this low. It's the exact same pitchfork. Okay, so as long as you're taking a major low with a major high and a major low, there will be multiple valid pitchforks on the chart. This is a really pretty pitchfork. No matter what low you take, you've got this really nice reaction on the median. You got these really nice reactions on the lower bound. I expect we're going to the median. Okay, so let's talk about the short term really quick. Okay, so we have a B, C correction that we have confirmation is complete. How do we have confirmation is complete? One, this is the exact same high. Every other stock made. Google and Tesla have already broken above it. Okay, so a lot of people will say, oh, this is a frothy market. It's not a frothy market, right? Because Google and Tesla are already above this high. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook are still down here. All right, I'm getting just flooded with messages about how everyone's Microsoft and Facebook and Apple and Amazon they're not moving. Right? They're not moving because we're preparing for a massive move. Right? The longer that you're consolidating sideways with declining volume, the bigger the upside launch. Okay, so let's talk about the whole point of that is to say Google and Tesla are way above this high. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook, let's just say, haven't even started. Okay, so don't say this market's frothy. I'm getting retail messages, out the wazoo about how bored, they are with Microsoft and Apple and Facebook and Amazon. All right, no one's frothy right now. The usual suspect, large cap tech, most of them are still below this high. Okay, they haven't even started, and we know. So we have so much confirmation from, AMD, Google, Tesla, even SPY and QQQ that they will get above this high. Okay, so that's kind of what we were thinking is going to be fueling this rally. All right, so let's talk about, we have a completed ABC correction, then we have a wave 1 and a wave 2. Okay, so whenever you have a wave 1 and a wave 2, what you can do as an LA wave theorist, take the beginning of wave 1, connect it with the top of wave 1 and the low of wave 2. You got your pitchfork, and then the median of the pitchfork is your target for wave 3. Now, this, obviously cannot be the final move because wave 3 is, 1.618 times the length of wave 1. This is less than the length of wave 1. Okay, so this is not, when I say this is the target for wave 3, the median is the target for wave 3, it can't be this, right? Because wave 3, the target is the 1.618, extension of wave 1. Okay, but anyway, if you have a wave 1 and a wave 2, you can connect the beginning of wave 1 with the high of wave 1 and the low of wave 2. You're gonna have a really beautiful pitchfork. Okay, and we do have a really beautiful pitchfork. Beautiful reaction on this median right here. Reaction on the lower bound, and then boom, we go right back to the median. All right, that's why we say the median acts as a magnet. Another thing we're gonna notice is that so if we say this is 1, 2, then we have a 1 and 2 right here. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's called a nest. Okay, so that would help confirm, what these, broader pitchforks are telling us, that QQQ's got a lot of upside. We can definitely see, QQQ in, the 330 range in January. No question. Okay. We look at this wave count right now, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a nest. Okay, that's multiple 1, 2s. Giving us our a lot of energy. If you're a classical trader, you're just gonna draw kind of a curve around this and say that this is a breakout of a massive base with declining volume, and you'd be completely right. Okay, this is a huge base breakout. From an LA wave perspective, you go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, you form a nest. The very minimum target, and I stress the word minimum, is 312. Okay, the reason it's the minimum target is if this is wave 1 and this is wave 2, then the length of wave 3 is 1.618 times the length of wave 1, right? So it's actually larger than wave 1. So that's why I use equal legs, because it's a conservative target, right? Anyway, I'm going to start labeling these waves. The last thing I want to kind of show is that we have beautiful declining volume, right? So, I said, back in early October, I was like, we know this is bullish consolidation because of this declining volume and, this ABC correction. We knew that this was bullish consolidation, and then obviously once Google and Tesla and AMD were about this high, cat's out of the bag, we know we're going higher. Okay, but, we got to tell retail all these, little stories so that they short stocks breaking out to all-time highs and they don't buy them. Okay, and they do that really well. Okay, somehow, some way, Finch was kind of bearish today, which I think is just hilarious, and it's a really great signal that we actually will be going higher. Okay, so let's talk about, we complete an ABC correction. A, B, C. Okay, and then we've confirmed that this is a completed ABC correction because we've already closed above this high. Okay, we knew it was going to be a completed ABC correction because Google and Tesla and AMD closed above this high. All right, A, B, C, and then we go 1, wave 1, and then wave 2 is complete. So we take our pitchfork from the beginning of wave 1 to the top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2. We have a very beautiful pitchfork. We're expecting the median of this pitchfork to be reached. Okay, but we're also, from a wave theory perspective, this is kind of a interesting tidbit. This is an incomplete bullish sequence, in my opinion, because if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, the minimum, I stress the word minimum, target for wave 3 is 312. Okay, the length of this move placed at this low, aka equal legs, is a reliable target because wave 3 is actually longer than the length of wave 1. And even if this was a wave 5, if you want to say, oh, his wave count's wrong, this is a fifth wave that we're going into. Wave 5 is also supposed to be, at minimum the length of wave 1. All right, so that's why I use equal legs so much. But anyway, we're incomplete to the upside to 312. Okay, for wave 3, and then we would expect consolidation, sideways for wave 4, and then even another leg higher for wave 5. That's probably when we'll reach, the 326 target for mid-January. Okay, but what we're looking at right now is that for now, let's just say, the burden of proof is clearly on the bears, right? First, this we had to prove this wasn't the bottom. Now you got to prove this isn't the bottom. Now you got to prove this isn't the bottom. Now you got to prove this isn't the bottom. Now you got to prove this isn't the bottom, right? No, that's a pretty good sign of an uptrend. The bulls are constantly having to, defend a higher bottom, right? Bears are saying, oh, no, that's the top. 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 Okay, that's how we're in an uptrend. Okay, but an ABC correction, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're incomplete until we reach, 312. We're incomplete until we reach the median of this pitchfork. Okay, so that's why I'm saying if we're, let's say, as long as we are above, 294, I'm expecting, 312 to be reached, honestly, in the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. I think very conservatively, by the end of the year, medium, positivity, I'd say Christmas, a little aggressively, it could happen next week. I think we're going to 312, at minimum, because that's the length of this move, wave one, placed at the low of wave two. We're incomplete to the upside. Okay, we've broken above this high and confirmed that this is a completed ABC correction. We broke above this high and confirmed that this was a completed 1-2, and now we've broken above this high and confirmed that this was a completed 1-2. So this 1, 2, 3 right here is all we need to know that there's not even a reason to question the bullish thesis until we reach 312 and the median of this pitchfork, and ultimately, in my opinion, 326 by mid-January. Okay, so now we're going to go a really short-term view of the Nasdaq futures. Okay, so if I take this September 10th low and place it at this high from, what was this high? November 16th. So the November 10th, the November 16th high, and then this low right here from November 23rd, we have a really nice pitchfork where we've reached the median, and it looks like right now, you take this, pitchfork, we reach the median, we have a beautiful reaction on the lower bound, and it looks like in the very short term, we've put in a bottom with these wicks. We're about to head back to the lower bound and then the median of this pitchfork. In the very short term, I honestly expect that this, and this is going to end up being the low right now, probably in validation. This low of 12,100, would kind of invalidate my very short-term projection that we're going to bottom, right here, this wick, and go to the median of this pitchfork. And then we're going to go to the median of this pitchfork. And at minimum, we're going to reach the equal legs target of 312 in the next couple of weeks.